Lesson 1-7, Scientific Notation. In this video, we're going to learn how to use operations with scientific notation and to convert from scientific notation to standard form and from standard form to scientific notation. First off, a little bit about scientific notation. To write in scientific notation, you need to express one factor as a number greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. And a decimal point gets moved either to the right or to the left. And then you express the other factor as a power of 10. The exponent on the power of 10 is equal to the number of places the decimal point was moved either to the left or to the right. So down here we have 2,500,000. That can be written as 2.5 times 10 to the 6. Because remember, the decimal point is right here. So if I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that my decimal is greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. So it's got to be a non-zero digit leading the way, so in the front. So in this case, it would be 2.5. And however many times I move the decimal point, that's the exponent on my base of 10. So to convert scientific notation, we're going to move the decimal point until there is one digit to the left of the decimal point. So the exponent goes up when the decimal point moves to the left. And when the decimal point is moved to the right, the exponent goes down. So in the two examples here, we have 156,000. When it moves to the left, it goes up. So that would be 1.56 times 10 to the 5th. And when I have a decimal that's less than 1, you'll notice that my exponent is a negative. And that becomes 5.3 times 10 to the negative 6th. So let's take a look at an example here. We want to write these numbers from standard form to scientific notation. So this first one, I know the decimal point has to be, or the decimal has to be 7.51. This is going to be times 10. And then I moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that'd be 10 to the 11th power. And since my standard form is bigger than 1, my exponent on my base of 10 is going to be a positive exponent. This next one, my number is less than 1, so I know that this is going to have a negative exponent. So my decimal is going to be 5.89 times 10, and then I move the decimal point, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'd be negative 8 because I moved it to the right. A couple other examples. Here, these are in scientific notation. We need to put it in standard form. So I have to multiply this by 10 to the negative 9th. Because it has a negative exponent, it's going to go to the left here because in standard form, it's going to be less than 1. So I'm going to always start with 0 point. And since I already moved it one place, if I move this one to the left, I need to move it 8 more places. So that means I need 8 more zeros. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have 134. I'm going to use a different color so you can see. Normally it was at 1.34. So if I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's the 9th spot. So I would have 0.00000000134. Next, I have a positive exponent. So that means I'm going to move the decimal point 8 spaces to the right. So that would be 7, 1, 2, 3. And since this is 1, 2, 3, I moved it 3 places already, I need 5 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 712,300,000 in standard form. Next, we're going to be adding and subtracting in scientific notation. So to add and subtract numbers in scientific notation, you have to add or you're subtracting the decimal factors, and then you're multiplying the sum by the common power of 10. And we're going to write the result in scientific notation. So in order for this to happen, the power of 10 have to be the same. So now I'm just going to do 6.9 plus 5, which is going to give me 11.9. And then this is going to be times 10 to the power of negative 6. This one here, I have, they're all powers of times 10 raised to the 8th power. So I take 9.2 plus 6.4, which is going to give us 15.6. And then I have to subtract 2 from that. And that's going to give us 13.6 times 10. And then since the exponents are all the same, I keep it as 8. So my answer would be 13.6 times 10 to the 8th. Now when you multiply or divide in scientific notation, you're going to have to multiply the decimals, and then you're going to have to multiply the bases and add the exponents. So here I have 3.65 times 4.7. So let me grab my calculator here. So we got 3.65, and we're going to multiply that by 4.7. And that's going to give us 17.155. And then we're going to multiply that by 10 to the 12 plus 5 is 17. But my answer is 9 in scientific notation. I have to move it one place to the left. So that's going to make it 1.7155. Since I gained a decimal place, I have to show that I gained a decimal place in my exponents. So that would be times 10 to the 18th. This next one, I have 6.174 divided by 6.3. So we'll grab our calculators again. And I have 6.174. Divide that by 6.3. That gives us 0.98. And this is going to be times 10. And since I'm dividing like bases, I subtract the exponents. So 11 minus 6 would give us 5. But my answer is 9 in scientific notation because it has to be between greater than or equal to 1 or less than 10. So I have to move it one place to the right. So I lost a decimal place, so I lose an exponent. So this would be 9.8 times 10 to the 4th. And a couple other examples here. Here it says solve and write the answer in scientific notation. So we have multiplication and division. So let's do the 9 times 4.1. So let's grab our calculators again. So we got 9 times 4.1. And that gives us 36.9. Then we're going to divide that by 3. And that gives us 12.3. Times 10. And since I'm multiplying like bases, I add the exponents. So 7 plus 4 is 11. And if I divide like bases, then I subtract the exponents. So 11 minus 5 would give us 6. But we need to put it in scientific notation. So I move the decimal place 1 to the left. So that's going to give us 1.23 times 10. Since I gained a decimal place, I gain an exponent. So that would be 10 to the 7th. And our last one. Here we're going to solve and answer this one in scientific notation. Here we have addition and multiplication. So let's do the multiplication first. So this would be 4 times 1.1, which is 4.4. So we have 6 plus 4.4, which will give us 10.4 times 10. And let's see here. I have 10 to the 8th times 10 to the 5th, which is 10 to the 13th. So this would be 10 to the 13th. And since this is not in scientific notation, I need to move the decimal place 1 to the left. I gained a decimal place, so I gain an exponent. So our answer would be 1.04 times 10 to the 14th. So that is our lesson on scientific notation.